The crime made headlines all around the world. The teenage girl disappearing from the American Airlines Center.
She was found 9 days later with sex traffickers in Oklahoma. Our I-Team's Ginger Allen has been following this case and the family from the very start. And this holiday season, they invited her into their home, to share what the last 18 months have been like for their daughter. We do want to warn you, while they did share some photos with Ginger, the parents asked that we do not share their daughter's identity.
This is very disturbing.
It is. It is.
When we first met the Morrises, they showed us this bag.
A shirt, some underwear, a makeup brush.
Investigators had asked them to put it together.
So this was in case they needed to compare it to DNA off a body found.
Was so that she could be identified as mine.
How do you even hold that and hold it together?
As horrible as this story, as horrible as everything is, it's important to understand the growth that's going to come from it, because the story is far from over.
9 months later, we learned just how far from over it is. We sat down again in the same living room, but this time they're showing us something else.
I'm going to show you a couple hard pictures.
In April 2022, Kyle Morris and their then 15-year-old daughter went to a Mavericks game. After leaving her seat, she disappeared. She was last seen on surveillance video with 2 other men. 9 days later, a private investigator traced her to Oklahoma. He'd found her picture in an ad, which the Morrises shared with us.
How are you gentlemen doing? I am here from Dallas visiting, looking for some company. Just hit me up and we will go from there.
And this is a hard one. This is in the police car when she was recovered in Oklahoma City.
She's almost unrecognizable. But this doesn't even look like her. What do you see in her eyes here?
Sadness, darkness.
This was taken just moments after she was rescued, and just moments after this.
She was crying, praying to God that he would find her and save her. And then
moments before that picture?
Moments, just a few minutes before that picture. That's the picture we used to identify her while she was in the car still.
Brooke and Kyle Morris are sharing these images for the first time ever because their daughter wants her story heard. She's just not ready to do it herself.
If she were sitting here, what would she want the public to know?
I will tell you, her main message would be, you are believed. No matter what other people say, no matter what attorneys say, what a judge says, what the media says, you are believed. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that is exactly what she would say.
She is now 17, recently got her driver's license, would like to finish school, and is working on friendships, especially this one.
I know that might sound silly, but she has this puppy, and it has really given her something to take care of, something that needs her, something that relies on her. And she loves this puppy, and she does everything for this puppy, and this puppy's well-being is her responsibility. And I think that has really helped kind of shape her into more of a caregiver instead of like a care receiver.
The Morrises say their daughter is sad about what happened to her, but also strong, and she is not angry.
Having her here and whole and happy, to me, transcends, anything else.
Would you say she's happy?
I would.
She was not at home while we were doing this interview, and letting her out of their sight now is a skill Mom and Dad say they have acquired through faith.
That is the only way I can tell you that we've been able to cope with any of this for the last 18 months. The piece that comes to you that doesn't make sense, like, how do I feel okay with this? I really don't feel okay with this. It's knowing that when we didn't know where she was, God knew exactly where she was.
Being home for the holidays is a blessing. This time last year, their daughter was in treatment, dealing with the demons of trafficking. Today, she's safe, and as these last 2 pictures show, she's more than surviving.
Hope was waning.
Yeah. We were just surviving a year ago.
And what are you doing now?
Thriving.
Thriving.
And this is what she looks like now.
Oh, I have cold chills.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. She doesn't look like the same person. There's so much happiness in her face. What do you see?
Joy.
This is a new picture.
This is yesterday.
She's got makeup on. She looks healthy. There's no darkness under her eyes. There's such a sweetness about her smile.
That is the power of prayer, and that is just a redemption story right there, just in the photos you saw. I don't think I have to tell you the story for you to have looked at those 5 pictures and say, wow.
Ginger Allen, CBS News, Texas.
We certainly thank them for sharing their story of faith and bravery with us. The Morrises say they are starting a nonprofit to help others who have become victims of sex trafficking. And as the I-Team has reported, there are several arrests and prosecutions in Oklahoma, all related to this case. Last month, we told you that Dallas County closed its case against the Texas suspect.